Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today in this video we're going to be going around the stock market, talking about some of the trending stocks, the biggest stories, the biggest news, the most searched stories of the day. I kind of want this series on my channel to be that one-stop shop for you guys to get to see a bunch of different stocks, a bunch of different stories. I want to make these episodes a couple days a week, just kind of talking about everything that's going on, because there's so much out there about the stock market, especially now when things are crazy and everyone wants the news instantly. Everyone wants the news fast. You got to go to a million different sources and stuff. So again, we're going to be talking about some of the most popular and interesting things, so you guys have a better idea of what is going on in the market. Definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy it. I would appreciate that a ton. And subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. That would be absolutely insane, helping us run those numbers up by clicking that button real quick. As always, no financial advice can be given in this video. I'm not telling you guys to buy, not telling you guys to sell, nothing like that. Just giving my thoughts and opinions and covering the news. With that being said, let's get right into this. So first up, we have Bed Bath & Beyond Incorporated, BBBY stock. Now, obviously at first glance and first thought, this is just kind of an old, boring retail company that we all know about. Everyone knows Bed Bath & Beyond. It's not exactly the most exciting company, stock, anything like that. But year to date, this thing is up 43%. And in this current market, in this current climate, a ton of boring stocks and boring companies have been doing exceptionally well. People have really been trying to harvest their money in safety rather than going for the money-losing companies, for the growth stories, for the potential, for the risk companies, the risky stocks, all that stuff, trying to, moon and hit those massive gains and everything. Wall Street bet style investing has not been doing so hot in 2022. We're only 2 months in, 2 months and 1 week in, and still so many stocks are getting crushed. The indices are down on the year. So many of the speculative stocks are down 20, 30, 40, 50% plus on the year. But stocks like Bed Bath & Beyond, I know there's some others out there too, like Best Buy and Kroger and just random kind of, hey, safe companies, stable companies are doing really, really well. And on the year, Bed Bath & Beyond for sure is one of the best performing stocks year to date. But again, today, up 34%. This is on a day where the market did not do well. Dow Jones was down huge. S&P was down even huger. NASDAQ down even huger. And Russell was also down very, very big. So for you to be up 34% is absolutely massive. And when this thing opened up, it was up even bigger. This thing opened the day at 30, and it just kind of sold off and sold off and sold off all the way down to 21. But still, despite, being down, 26% intraday, this thing was still up 34%. And the news is this. I don't know. We're getting a CNN ad, but CNN Business, CNN.com, the man behind GameStop Mania is coming for Bed Bath & Beyond. Ryan Cohen, a favorite of the Reddit investors who drove the GameStop stock mania in 2020, now wants to shake things up at Bed Bath & Beyond. Ryan Cohen's company, RC Ventures, bought a nearly 10% stake in BBBY, making the investment firm a top 5 shareholder. Cohen said in a letter to the retail chain's board of directors on Sunday. Shares of Bed Bath & Beyond soared 40% early trading Monday following the announcement, dropping back to about a 34% gain midday. Cohen, who took a stake in GameStop in 2020 and became chairman of the company's board last year, clearly wants to shake things up. In his letter to the board, he criticized BBBY's current strategy and urged the company to make changes. So not only is he buying in, not only does he think that these are currently great prices and have the potential to see, massive returns and stuff like that, but he's also giving them advice. He's also trying to help them out. He's also trying to right the ship himself. And if you guys don't know, this guy also was like a founder or, co-founder or whatever of Chwy, which is like kind of the online pet shop stuff where the business. You guys have heard of Chwy. It was like a big Wall Street bets play as well. So yeah, he's been involved with many companies that have done very, very well, but also many stocks that have done very, very well. And that's why shareholders really like him. That's why they trust him. And he just has a really, really good track record. And yes, Bed Bath & Beyond is struggling to reverse sustained market share losses, stem years-long share price declines, and navigate supply chain volatility, Cohen wrote to the board, adding the company leader's outsized financial compensation did not match the company's performance. And in response, this is also the very, very big part, Cohen, in response to Cohen, Bed Bath & Beyond said Monday that it will carefully review his letter and hopes to engage constructively around the ideas. So, hey, it sounds like, one, they realize how big this could be just for the stock price. However good or bad his ideas are, however good or bad the business does, engaging with Cohen could pump your stock and get people excited for months, if not years to come, and give you time to try and implement those ideas or new ideas. And rejecting Cohen, especially publicly, after he has, come out and showed massive financial support and public support, could be very, very bad for the company. So I don't really think they had much of a choice, especially just kind of with how things have gone. I mean, we can take a look at the stock and everything over the past year, down 29%. Again, this is despite being up 43% in the past couple of months, and in the past 5 years, down 45%. So obviously, what they're doing hasn't been going too crazy. So maybe they could use a little bit of help. And this is what people are excited about. And yes, it talks about here, Cohen also founded online pet retailer Chwy, and things went very well for that as well. It's not just GameStop. The next stock I want to talk a little bit about today was Houston American Energy Corporation. This is just insane. This is just absolute madness. This company, ticker symbol HUSA, up 494% on the day. I mean, what is that? Like, you can't even say anything about it. That is just absolute insanity. That is absolute madness. This thing closed yesterday at $1.91 and is now opening today at 11:30, or it's closing today at 11:30. And even if you bought in this morning, you could have bought in this morning at 326, and you'd be up 238% in the matter of a couple of hours. I mean, this is absolutely insane. And it says here on the right that this company is based out of Houston, Texas, with 2 employees. This was one of these smaller kind of energy companies. They're now valued at $109 million. I don't know. So obviously what's going on here is that it's funny that they throw that in there, the tiny Texas-based energy company stock is benefiting from high oil prices. People are looking to all kind of companies that have anything to do with energy, oil, anything like that right now. And you're seeing some crazy gains like we saw with the Houston American Energy Company, which is just crazy. I mean, it's insane. It doesn't really even make sense. HUSA is moving along with other oil and gas stocks this morning. Crude oil prices continue to climb thanks to supply chain disruptions and talk of a ban on Russian oil imports. So, obviously that makes sense. I get that. There's a reason why these things are going up. But man, should they be going up this much? I don't know. Just how high are oil prices moving right now? West Texas Intermediate, WTI crude, is trading above $118 per barrel. At one point, the price touched $130 before pulling back, which is interesting because, the price pulled back and we didn't see a stock price pull back for HUSA. This company is up 636% year to date, which means, coming into this, they were already having a decent year. They're already up 27% year to date. We can zoom out a little bit and see how things have gone. They were at $243 in 2011. So who knows? This graph is just absolutely insane. This is another company to watch out for. If you're looking for oil and gas plays, if you're looking for energy plays, maybe put HUSA on your watch list. But on the other side, even though we've had a couple of big winners, Bbby, HUSA, whatever, we also have this, which is SOXL. This is the Direxion Daily Semiconductor Bull 3X shares, like a triple leverage ETF for semiconductors. And you can see this thing was down 14.93%. Now, obviously, yes, when you're triple leverage, you're going to have some insane moves and you're going to have big ups and downs. And there's going to be a ton of volatility. Some people are looking for that high risk, high reward play, especially with semiconductors, which is a very, very popular industry and stuff right now. But you can see the way the market is moving. You can see energy and oil up massive. You can see retail companies up massive. And semiconductors down massively. This has not been the market at all the past couple of years. It's been actually quite the opposite. But man, the tides have changed. And just right now, while semiconductors are getting beaten down and gas, oil, retailers, those are all pumping, hey, there's going to be a lot of people that pile into the gas, oil, energy, and retail and stuff after it's gone up huge. And there's going to be people who continue to dump their semiconductors after they're down huge. But if you look back to a couple months ago and a couple years ago, if you would have been piling into semiconductors, you would have made out massively. And if you would have been selling gas, oil, retail at the top, you would have avoided a lot of losses. So instead of, buying high and selling low, maybe you got to think about buying low and selling high. And hey, maybe some semiconductors are the play right now. Now, obviously, this could continue on for months and months and months. This could continue on for years where semiconductors, growth, stuff like that keeps getting beaten down. But hey, growth, semiconductors, technology is going to have their day once again, but it's just not right now. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about any of the stocks we talked about in this video today or any other stocks you guys are interested in. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, save today, and all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.